Okay, guys, thank you for watching our video today. In this video, we're going to talk about, and we're going to talk about that. Apparently, they don't really like it when I put it in there. I put it in the title, and they did not want to talk about that. What that's what we're going to talk about. We're just going to call it the thingy. We're going to call it the thingy. But before we get to that, in order to set yourself up for the thingy, you gotta make sure that you get a certified copy of the document of your lawsuit, of your claim. When you file it in federal court, you want to get a certified copy of it, and then you can use that. You need that for the thingy, the thingy. Uh-huh. You need that for the thingy. Okay, and when you make a thingy, you can do your research on what your state requires to make the thingy. So it requires 2 inch at the top. Now I turned this to a more styled thingy of the thingy to be filed in court, along with, the other thing. Along with the other new package that we have for on sale for $500. It's the other thingy. They don't like it when some of these words that we have to use here, they don't like them. But it's all right. It's all right, because those of you who know what has some kind of idea. And from now on, whenever I have a stream or something, mainly a stream, I'm going to have to do a check down and make it nice. So I'm gonna have to put the nice words in there, and then y'all ass can take that shit and twist it around as hot as you can get it. Bam! And then that's what we're going to be doing. So the first thing you want to make sure you do when you file in federal court is, the first thing I want to do is get a file stamp copy, get a certified copy of your filing. Now, before you get to federal court, if you've been playing around in state court, putting out with their punches and stuff, then you want to get a certified copy of the entire docket sheet from the state court level, and take that over there with you as your evidence. Okay, but back to this Lis Pendens thing. Oh, this is hot. And, not a lot of people get to this point. Some people are scared. It's up to you to figure out the level of liability you want them to understand. But if you're scared, I probably wouldn't invest anything in my program. That would be my advice, my coaching advice tonight for you. If you have fear, you better go and get yourself an attorney. I wouldn't advise that. If you have fear and you're not fighting, you better get your stuff out of the house. That's what I'm saying. If you have fear, you can get your stuff out of the house. Now, I structured my Lis Pendens, thingy. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it. I'm reading it out the thing. As a thingy and a counterclaim, and mention the other thingy that's on sale that starts with R on the website on sale, and then I mentioned. Okay, so when you use two together, it creates a really big thingy. Mm-hmm. And so I'm still. Usually how I see this in my head, when you create the thingy to look kind of like a document that you're filing in court, as long as you got this stuff up here and whatever, whatever. And then what I do is I would use a judicial notice to introduce this in the thingy into your case. Mm. The judicial notice is just the thing letting the court know of administrative facts. And it doesn't require the other parties to respond or none of that. Most of the time they do because you be beating them really good with with the way we do stuff over here. Okay, but so and I'm still a couple of things. When you do the thingy, you have to have some information in there. Okay, number one, you have to have the legal description. You have to have the legal description of the property, and you need to have the APN number. So you need a copy of the APN number and full legal description display of the property. Now, and for my research, it says here I could go to Yavapai County GIS parcel search. Okay, so what I'm looking for here, okay, is APN and the full description link of the courthouse, because we're going to put the thingy against the courthouse. And this thingy is also going to be included in the other thingy package that starts with RIC. Uh-huh. And that's one of the reasons why, the people who invest in it only got one document, because we're still we're still making it. Okay, and we're using the thingy now, and I know y'all want the thingy. Okay, Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. So you need to make sure that you can go to whatever this website is, map GIS, and so I'm sure there's a map of whatever hell you live, and then it says here to enter 280. Okay, so they're just entering the address, 2840 North Commonwealth Drive, Camp Verde. And then it says copy the IPN number and full description link displayed for the property. Or you can call the county assessor's office directly. And his office is here. It's in Prescott, Arizona. Or Cottonwood. Cottonwood's closer. Oh, huh. Well, if I'm there again, I could go there and get that. I like to go pick up stuff so people can see my ass, my face, sorry. Oh. So you want to request, if you go there, the RPN and the full description of whatever it is that you're going to put this lien on, the thingy on. Okay, we can't say these words around here because people get real uptight. So the thing too is, according to my research, what people miss out that sends what people don't have when they get there that force them to send your ass packing is both the APN number and the full legal description. Okay, you have to have those to be able to use this thingy. And you have to get a certified copy of the $200 million. You might want to jump it up some more because of your lawsuit. A certified copy. Certified copy. Let's just take a look at and talk a little bit about the thingy. When we say the thingy, this is going to be the thingy. Okay. So y'all, I'm gonna call it the thingy. It could be the LEIN or it could be the LISPEN, and still a thingy. But some people look at it thingy in past tense, pre-tense, present tense, whatever. But we just don't want to call it a certain thing because they'll write that because they get a little grumpy. They get real grumpy. I mentioned I was going to have a live stream about the thingy, and everybody except Twitter told me that to remove them from my live stream. So, oh, I didn't know why they don't. Okay. So the way this is set up here, I have it styled just like well, I got my 2-inch thing at the top. You got to have that. Then I got it set up um, like I'm filing in court. And I can add the case number over here on the side. I can add the case number over here on the side if I want to. And so, and it just, I'm just going to show you guys right here the action being commenced playing now. Now, and this is a couple of things that I've learned from, and this is one of the reasons why I don't really have a list to have this in my docs. Well, one reason is because each state has some different requirements for it, which is ridiculous to make it a little more complicated. But in my head, the two main things that we talked about, the APN number, the ARP. Oh, yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. The APN number and full length description of the property. Those are two main things. I'm thinking, I'm not done researching this, but that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so we'll talk a little bit about this action and declaratory judgment and damages connected with the 200 ruling RICO action arising from the unlawful judicial conduct, fraudulent concealment, illegal doctrine that tools of statute limitations, and deprivation of constitutional rights. This action directly affects the title, possession, control, and lawful use of the following described real property situated in Yavapai County, state of Arizona, including but not limited to the entire Yavapai County Superior Court and House in Camp Verde, building number 2840 North Commonwealth Drive, Camp Verde, Arizona. All offices of Judge Commissioner Linda Wallace, all work-related assets, furniture, technology, communications, equipment, and files belonging to or used by Linda Wallace in her official capacity. All pending archives, legal cases under the direct control, influence, or supervision of Linda Wallace, all courthouse records, court funds, safes, storage units, and any legal or personal property contained within the courthouse. Plaintiff hereby places immediate notice of seizure upon above property and assets and asserts the right to initiate the foreclosure proceedings without delay against the courthouse real property and all the associated assets. The objective is to freeze all encompasses all courthouse assets to prevent further unlawful use, to shut down the judicial operation tied to ongoing due process violations, to return all unlawfully taken deeds to rightful property owners, to terminate all pending cases where there's no injured party or damaged property, and to release all individuals held under such defective proceedings. Full length description, I'm going to put that right in there. Then we got the address. And this Lis Pendens constitutes constructive notice on the ARS section 12-1191, 28 USC section 3304, and all applicable federal statutes. Any attempt to transfer, sell, conceal, encompass, or dispose of the described property or assets after recording of this Lis Pendens shall be deemed a fraudulent conveyance and may constitute felonies, federal felonies under 18 U.S.C. Section 1341 and Section 1343 and obstruct the administration of justice. Now, the described properties and assets are identified as proceeds and instrumentalities of racketeering activity under 18 U.S.C. Section 1963, and therefore subject to civil asset forfeiture upon prevailing in the RICO action. This is badass. This Lis Pendens extends to the successor courts, divisions, replacement facility storages, locations, digital and physical records, trust accounts, insurance policies, bonds, or other entities holding, entitled, controlling, or concealing assets connected to the Yuba County Court, Camp Verde Division, and Linda Wallace's office duties. The plaintiff claims incorporate reference to a exhibit, the RICO complaint filed. We don't have, we didn't have time to get the certified copy, but we got file stamp copies. So we have file stamp copy of the RICO civil complaint that was filed in U.S. District Court of the District of Kansas. And we're also going to have this Lis Pendens is intended to permanently cloud the title to the property and all associated assets. Any interest in acquired after the recording of all associated assets? Any interest acquired after the recording of this subordinates to the plaintiff's claim. Oh, any interest required after the recording is subordinate to the plaintiff's claim. Continues to suffer irreparable harm from systemic denial of due process, deliberate judicial misconduct, and fraudulent concealment of material facts. Immediate federal intervention is necessary to halt further injury to the plaintiff and the public. Ooh, that's hot. That's hot. Yeah, that's pretty hot. The new thingy. The new thingy. The new thingy. Okay, guys, head over to the website winningcourtnow.com. The new thingy is not up yet, but it's going to be. It's going to be in the package that starts with an R. It's going to be included in that package, and that package is way on sale cheap right now. I don't think anyone's ever had a foreclosure defense RICO writ of mandamus. That comes with the lawsuit that you file and the writ to force the court to rule on that, plus 5 or 6, maybe 5, 6, 7, 5 other documents that you just get to have fun with. I ain't kidding. I'm not kidding. See you guys in the next video.